Hey, in today's video, we are going to discuss about the material editor, or we can say specially about the Slate Material Editor in 3ds Max. First of all, we will look at its interface and then we will try to make some materials in it. So, my name is Ahsaan, you are watching my YouTube channel, so let's begin. In 3ds Max, in this toolbar, we have the material editor option here, or we can open this material editor by pressing M from the keyboard. I'll just open this from here. So our material editor have interface like this. We have few windows here. This one is material map browser, this one is navigator, and this one is parameter editor. Simply, from this material map browser, we can access all the materials and maps available in our render engine. For example, I am using Vray currently. So if I open the Vray tab from here, I can see all the materials available in Vray, which I can access from here. So if I want to make a simple material, a basic material in Vray, so I just have to drag this Vray material from here in this viewport. Okay, so I will get a tab like this in my viewport. Or the other way is to create any material is just right click in the viewport, go to material section. In material section, whatever render engine you are using, either Corona or V-Ray, just go to that section, and in this, in V-Ray, you will get the V-Ray material from here. And as we can see, we have created the same material by two different ways. And I will just select one of the material from here, and from keyboard, I will delete it. And as we can see, the navigator window works the same as its name shows us. This gives you the navigation of your material. We can see a red box from here, which shows us whatever area we are working on. The next window we have is parameter editor. If I double click on this material, I can see all the settings and all the parameters of this material available here. I can make all the changes and control the parameters of the material right from here. Now, what I have to do, I just have to create one basic object in my viewport. So I will create a box here. Now, what I will do, I will just apply this material to this object so that I can see the changes whatever I am doing in this material editor right from here. To apply the material to any object, we simply have to select that object. Come to the material editor. Select the material you want to apply on that object and click on this assign material button from here. And as we click on the assign material button from here, you can see the changes applied on the viewport. Currently, our material has the gray color we can see from here. And if I double click on this material tab, so I can just simply see the changes right here, whatever we are going on. Now come to the parameter window. First, we have this diffuse option. By using this diffuse option, we can change the color of our material. So if I click on this option, I can see the color options here. I can change the hardness level of the color from here, and I can choose randomly the color from here, or I can put the specific values from here also. I have RGB options and hue, saturation and value options also. So I will choose this option, and you can see whatever changes I am doing in this color option from here, I can see the real-time changes in the viewport also. So I'll hit OK here. Now we have changed the color of the material from here. But if we want to make our material look little glossy or in matte finish, so that we can do this from using this reflect and glossiness option. So what we can do, we can use this reflection option to add the reflection in the material. We have this value from dark black to white. We can put this value directly from here also, or I can just choose this option like this also. The darker the value is, the lesser the reflection in the material, and the lighter the value, the higher the reflection in the material. So if I pick this value from between this, like a little grayish in color, and hit OK. So you can see the reflection here in this tab. If the output is not looking clearly, I will just change the color of this material so that you can see the output. Now you can see the output clearly here. So as I change the color to little gray, you can see the reflection in my material. Now I can control the glossiness of this material from this glossiness option. This value ranges between 0 to 1. So if I want my material to be highly glossy, I will put my value to 1 or 0.9 or 0.95. This value makes my material highly glossy. But if I want my material to be matte in finish or rough in finish, I will just decrease the value of this material, and if I put the value to 0.75, you can see the changes here. The glossiness decreases and the material becomes little matte in finish. And if you want to make a material rough in finish and want very less reflection, what you can do, you can just decrease the value of glossiness from here. You can play with 0.5 also. If I put the value 0.5 here, you can see the reflection level goes very down, but still we have some kind of reflection here. So if you don't want reflection in your material, or you want very less reflection in your material, just make the color of your reflection to be dark. The darker the color in your reflection, the lesser the reflection in your material. So you can see there is very less reflection in this material right now. And now if I increase this glossiness value to 0.8, still I don't have that much reflection or that much glossiness in my material. So you can make your solid color materials like this. Now, if you want to make your material to look like stainless steel, what you can do, you can simply go to diffuse option and make this color to lighter gray in color. So I will just choose this kind of color and hit OK. But now this materials does not look like a metal. So what you can do, you can just increase the value of metalness here. So if I increase the value to 0.5 here, I can see the changes in this material, but still it's not look like a metal only. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to check this Fresnel reflection option here. And as I check the Fresnel reflection option here, I can see my material completely looks like a metal. And if you are using Vray 5 or higher version of this, so you don't have to make all these materials. You will get a Vray material library from which you can just simply drag all the metals, fabric or any kind of material directly to the material browser. But there are some places where you have to create your own material. So that's why we are learning all this. So the next thing is, if we have to make our material from any image, if I want to make a wooden finish material or a fabric material, how can I make it? So what you have to do, you just have to go to your file manager wherever your material is placed. Just go there and just drag that texture to 3ds Max, that material viewport. Okay, I'll just simply drag that texture to my viewport and it will look like this. And what I will do, I will just connect this point to the diffuse map. And as I connect my texture to the diffuse map, you can see the changes here. Now we have to change the values in parameter because wood does not look like that. So we have to decrease this metalness value to 0 because we don't want any metalness in this. So we will just hit 0 in metalness, and in glossiness, what I will do, I will just put 0.75 or 0.8 of value to make it look like a wooden material. Now it is looking like a wooden material. So this is the simplest way to make any material and apply it to your object. So how can I apply this material to my object? I just simply have to select my object, select my material, and click on the assign material to selection. But still I cannot see my material to the object. So what I have to do, I have to click on this option here, show shaded material. As I click this button from here, I can see my material placed on the object. Now if I look at my material have very plain surface, and generally wood does not have that kind of plain surface, or any fabric does not have that kind of plain surface. So you want some depth. So how can you add that value or your depth in your material? So to add the depth in your material, you need a normal map, or you can say a bump map. Normal map and bump map are same. So what you have to do, you just have to go to your folder, and if you have a normal map which is look like this, violet or purple in color, you just have to drag it to the viewport. And if you don't have a normal map with your texture, what you have to do, just go to that websites which offers you PBR materials. And if you want to know those websites which offer PBR materials free of cost, you can check out my video. I have made a dedicated video on that topic. So just download a PBR material in which you will get this all kind of maps. So what you have to do, just you have to connect this normal map to this bump map option, and your material will give you a little depth. So just double click on your material and scroll down a little bit here, and you will see a option maps here. Just click on these maps, and here you can see the bump value here. Okay, so normally 3ds Max give you 30 value in bump map. If you want to increase that bump map value, you can increase the value from here. With PBR textures, you will get different maps also, like you will get reflection map, you will get displacement map, or some other maps also. The more maps you add in your material, the more your material looks realistic. Okay, so if you have a reflection map with your material, just drag it to here and connect it to the reflection map here. So your material will give you the perfect reflection. Like this way, you can create n number of materials as per your requirement. Here we have taken an example of wood material, but you can make any material by using this option. You just have to download a fabric texture from the website and just connect the maps to this Vray material, and your fabric material or any other material will be ready easily. Now, if you don't want to create your own material and you want to use ready-made material, what you can do, just drag this Vray material tab here, and you will find this option Vray material library browser. When you click on it, you will get a dialog box here, and you have a list of materials here. If you want bricks, so you have different type of bricks option here. If you want to make any fabric material, you have different kind of fabrics also. What you have to do, you just have to drag this material to your viewport, and your material will be ready. You don't need to connect any map or to download any material or texture from any website. These all materials are loaded in your V-Ray render engine. Now, one more option that we have in our parameters is refract and the same glossiness. So what does the refract option do? It will give you the transparency in your material. So if you want to make any material which is transparent like glass, a plastic, or any material which have transparency, you can use this refract option from here. What you have to do, you just have to drag a simple V-Ray material here. Okay, I will just double click on it, and now what I have to do, I just have to open this refract option, and the same thing goes with refract option also. The more I make this color lighter, the more the material gives you transparency. If you want it to be completely transparent, so just make this color to completely white so that the material will give you the 100% transparency. And if I hit OK from here, my material will be 100% transparent. And as you know that glass have some reflection also. So if I add some reflection here, so it will give you the realistic feel of the glass. So that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, share it with your friends. And if you want more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. So see you in next video.